Namaskaram, Ashwin.
Sadhguru, namaskaram.
Yeah. So, you're doing well in Chennai. Chennai is exploding with all these infections, huh?
Initially, I felt like I was okay, but now I'm getting really edgy. I want to go out and play or do something like that. I'm getting really edgy inside the house.
No, but Tamil Nadu was well controlled in the beginning, first 3 weeks, but now it's going off.
But isn't it like the fact that it will go in high numbers all over the country? I don't know, because the numbers are increasing every day. It's getting a little concerning.
Yes, it is. At the same time, almost 70% or 75% is within 20 districts. That way it's not spread. But now this migrant labor has gone across the country, back home. So will they spread it there is a question. But I generally feel the rural population may be having enough immune system within themselves that they may not be casualties there big time except very vulnerable, very aged group of people. See, everybody is talking about this herd immunity and all this stuff. If you go that way, if you go towards herd immunity, you will wipe out the geriatric population in the country or in the world. So, that is not really an option, but if it goes away, runs away in that direction…
But Sadhguru, tell me something in this current situation where we are standing. What is the direction that people should look for? Because at one side of it, a lot of people are looking for livelihoods. A lot of people, I mean, thankfully we are all blessed. I'm in the blessed category where I can still have sufficient to eat on a day-to-day basis and still manage to handle my anxieties. Then there are another set of people who are struggling to run their businesses. The economy is suffering. What is the answer to this? How long will people have to bite the bullet?
See, no nation can afford to close itself down forever, okay? We have done exemplarily well, actually. Over 65 days, we've been closed. I think with 95% pass mark, maybe 2 to 5% might have failed, but largely we've done that. But the nature of the virus is such, if there is one person left with infection, he will again start a new cycle. That's how it is, because even if you have been infected once and you come out negative later, still you're vulnerable to infection. That is what we are seeing. So having said that, it is… unfortunately, maybe in the end we only have to think of herd immunity, but that will be a terrible thing because our parents, grandparents will all get wiped out. That's what it means. So, there is… see, there is no clear voice from the scientific community anywhere in the world to say this is the nature of this virus, we can do this. There is no clear voice about that because nobody has figured out what exactly it is. There is still debates going on. I was talking to, this Global Doctors Association, and they are saying every day they are publishing now, writing 128 papers per day is being done, thousands of papers. Every day somebody is discovering something new about the virus and they're writing on it, 128 per day average is happening. So, that means we are that confused, all right? So, without a clear perception that this is the nature of the virus, this is how it'll behave, even if we don't find a vaccine, at least if we have a proper, treatment protocol, we can feel comfortable. Right now, there is no treatment protocol. Somebody says take hydrochloroquine, somebody says take that Ebola drug, somebody says take the HIV drug, somebody says drink Lysol, it's like variety of things. Well, we are giving Nilavembu to everybody. We just shooting, we're shooting in the dark, literally. Only thing we can do is strengthening the immune system. For this we have protocols, which is what we are doing, and we are trying to mass, implement it as far as possible. Some simple yogic practice, little bit of care about what you eat, and a few other Ayurvedic and Siddha concoctions which will boost the immune system. This got nothing to do with the virus. something to do with us.
With the ability to fight. Sadhguru, just one more question I've been wanting to ask, and I seem to find it very difficult to get answers very clearly.
You can ask me any question, don't throw me carom ball and all, I'll hit it for a 6, be careful.
No, I'll come to your cricket abilities very soon, Sadhguru, because I've seen you play all sport. I want to understand, what are you? Are you a bowler or a batsman, Sadhguru?
I was an all-rounder in the school, but once I got to college, I got more involved with field hockey and kind of dropped my cricket.
Okay, but did you find cricket exciting or hockey was a better sport?
Hockey was more exciting because you were always on your feet and doing something. Cricket today, the way you guys are playing, whatever 2020, all of you are on the edge. But otherwise, those days, if they put you on the boundary, you just stand there for 20–30 minutes doing nothing in the sun, okay? So, it was not my cup of tea.
Sadhguru, the question I wanted to ask was, in general, over the last… I've lived for 30 years, so in the 30 years, whatever has been struck, a massive earthquake in Christchurch, a tsunami in the borders, Indonesia, India, all these borders, for everything that has sort of been very emergency, we have found a mechanism to deal with it, right? At least, if not then and there, we've had a tsunami alert system, an earthquake, a resistant building mechanism, alerting people. All these things are always come about, and we boast ourselves as a very modern tech. We're very, very advanced in terms of technology. How did we not see this coming? And like literally you said, 3–4 months, and most people are not able to come up with an answer. Isn't that scary?
Well, see, whenever major events happen, we find answers for tsunami after the tsunami is over, all right? So next time, will it work the same way? We don't know. But natural calamities, there is a history of thousands of years of memory and history and experience of it. Even though we are surprised sometimes, we still know what it is because it hits you at a certain time and it's over. If a tsunami happened, 10,000 people died, that's it. It's not going to come every day and kill you, that's a different kind of thing. So, earthquakes have happened in Gujarat and all, it killed nearly, I don't know, from 100,000 people, I think. So, but it's a one-time thing. Only thing is, it also destroys your property. This leaves your property, just cleans you up, all right? This is a different kind of thing. This is the nature of virus. In the last 50 years' time, of the 335 diseases, nearly 70% are zootonic. That means they've come from the animals, either bacteria or virus. So this particular virus is not a deadly killer. That is the advantage and that is a big disadvantage. See, when the influenza and other things happened, what is called the Spanish flu today, it just killed everybody. When the plague came, it just wipes out a whole village. So, the response to that was different. Here, the problem is most of them are asymptomatic. Nearly 80% are asymptomatic and they're going all over the place spreading. There's no sign of any illness. So it's like you're sitting, you and me could be carrying it and we don't know because it doesn't show any signs. That is the biggest problem, and it is largely aiming only at vulnerable population. It is not going for the general population. Below 1 year of age, infants, and over 65, 70 years, and in between, for some reason, if their immune systems are not strong enough, or if the exposure is too heavy, like medical personnel are dying, police are, unfortunately it's taking a toll, that is because of the level of exposure. So having said that, why we don't have an answer is, definitely there is something strange about this, but at the same time, at any time when we had these epidemics and pandemics, especially the virus attacks that we've had, we never figured it out, it just went away by itself. Because virus doesn't see you as an enemy, it is seeing you as a habitat. So it is not interested in killing you. Probably in a few months, it will learn the nature of or the strength of the human system and adjust itself. Kind of mutate itself to a lower level of intensity where it can live with us. Right now in our bodies, millions and millions of, viruses and bacteria are living with us right now.